It's trying to log back in. Okay. Alaji, we can see that you are back. We are trying to start your video. Okay. User match. Okay. Match video with audio. Okay. Match with audio. It's in, but I don't know why I can't. It's okay. It's connecting. Please, let's be patient. Okay. 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 Okay, sir, we can see you now. Hopefully we can hear you. Hello.
I'm leaving the meeting now.
Yes. Alaji, are you still on with us? I can see you, but we can't hear you. Bear with us. Okay. The guest is trying to help us by coming in through different phone, but the network is not cooperating. Okay. Okay. So, okay, you are muted, sir.
Yes, I'm back.
Thank you for your effort.
The internet is unstable.
Oh yeah, okay. So we do the best we can. Thank you. You are talking about the fact that, I mean, are we going to get this freedom? The way things are, how are we going to get the freedom?
Yes, now. Are you hearing me?
Yes, we can hear you now. Yes, we can hear you now.
Like what I'm saying, like what I was saying before the network became unstable. Freedom is the desire of a people to unshackle themselves from the burden of other people. And that is what we're doing. And it is our inalienable right. It is our God-given right into a union that we are not consulted, we are not part of it. People will just force us into a union, confiscate our land, confiscate our resources, and totally enslave us. One of these areas you can see, maybe a lot of people are not concerned. They gave Dangote monopoly. To the extent today he has monopoly. The monopoly Dangote had, they are selling cement in my small village, Asari. They are selling cement in my small village, Obama. They are selling cement there for 6,000 naira a bag of cement. And in Benin Republic, that bag of cement that they are selling 6,000 is 500 safers. 500 safers, that's what it is. Now, the question I ask, and they want rice, or people who are eating rice from Cotonou, from everywhere, good rice. They took money from Ijaw land, from Insecurity land, from our oil money. They gave to their people to free of charge to plant rice. And then they now say, we don't have the choice to eat Cotonou rice again. We must eat Zamfara rice. We must eat Sokoto rice. We must eat Kano rice. Now they have allowed the same Dangote to be building a refinery in Yoruba land where it will produce 600 and something thousand barrels a day. Where does this oil come from? Where is the pipeline going to feed that distance? Why was the refinery not built somewhere where the oil was coming from? These are the things we see and we acquiesce. These are the things we see, we accept. These are the things we see, we collaborate. Now, Daniel had come to judgment. He has gone into Kishi forest. I lived in Yoruba land. When I became a Muslim, I lived in Ibadan. They have gone to Ekuru, Okeago. They have gone to everywhere in Yoruba land. Now they are killing people. The whole world is here. The time they were starting this evil, and it was the Ogoris and it was the Jaws, it was convenient for everybody to be saying kuli, kuli, kuli temper. Now the time has come when all of us have to rise. And it is good for us because Buhari had shown all of us that, look, oh, I am for my people. Oh, and let me tell you, I am a student of history. West Africa had Mali, it has Songhai, it has all the big empires, and they were on the world map. Masa Musa put Mali on the world map, which people destroy all the progress made by Africans. It is the same Futa Delon Gabarit. They left Utazedon in Guinea, and they came down and destroyed everything. They destroyed Songhai, they destroyed Mali, they destroyed Kano, they destroyed Gobiri, they destroyed Zaria, they destroyed Katsina, they destroyed everywhere, and they took everywhere. Nigeria today is not progressing. It is the same people. Now they have met all over the world. The governor of Bauchi State clearly says it. Read within the line and listen within the wordings that he's giving. That they came from all over the world. Kaduna State Governor El-Rufai also had talked on this issue, that they came from all over the world to seize our God-given homeland. And they are there seizing our God-given homeland. And then we are there. The elites are talking of presidency. They are talking of this. They are talking of that. These people are in all our villages and in all our towns. That is the truth. Those of us who are come out, are we mad people? Can we not join them in sharing and shopping and dining? Why would we put our life at risk in saying this truth that others don't want to say? These are the truth, and they are true. Everybody knows it. Only a few people can venture to say it. Only a few people can venture to act it. The prophet to act on it. The prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, when you see fitna on the land, you must resist it with your hand. You must speak against it with your mouth, your tongue, or you should hate it in your heart. Hating it in your heart is the weakest of faith. The other day I was listening to one character. He said he's a bandit, is in the bush, and he said they left them in the bush with cows, other animals, and they are just in the bush. That's why they decided to take arms, to be killing people, to be stealing people, what you people call kidnap. We are trying to embellish it and make it appear they are stealing people. And then you forgot that over 50 years, almost 50 years, they have nomadic education. They have a special education program in Nigeria for themselves alone, budgeted with our money for them, nomadic education. Ijaw people are immigrants, which are men. They go up to Namibia, Gabon, Congo Brazzaville, Fanadapo, Central African Republic, Cameroon, to Benin, to Ghana, to Togo. Ijaw men are everywhere. Why don't they have immigrant fishermen education, Nigerian fishermen education? No. We live in this country just to satisfy them. That is the truth. This is the truth. And anybody who sees this and does not want to fight, it's not like it. I am a Muslim. Nobody. I will not compromise my Islam with anybody. But when I see the truth of this fitna being spread by people who had come to enslave us, I will stand in the front and fight until I wrestle my freedom from their hands.
Thank you. Those of you are just coming in. Our guest today is Comrade Mojai Dokubo Asari, the Ijaw freedom fighter. My question, I'm going to ask one more question, then I'm going to open the channel for one or two people who want to ask questions. Now, is there any relationship between Ijaw and the Igbo? Because when we first started to hear about Biafra, we thought it is Igbo. Now you are talking about Biafra. What is the relationship, maybe spiritual or geographical, between the Ijaw and the Igbo people? And what is the physical relationship that you are having with the Igbo freedom fighters now?
Yes, question. On the 30th of May, 1967, the people of the former Eastern region declared the Republic of Biafra. And in the former Eastern region, where Biafra was declared, there were 20 provinces. Out of these 20 provinces, the following provinces were Ijaw provinces. First, Degema province. Second, Yenegua province. Third, Ijaw of Port Harcourt province. The person who was co-chairman of the Eastern Consultative Forum that declared Biafra was my uncle, King Frederick Amakri, King Frederick Tom Prince Amakri VIII. He was the co-chairman of the Eastern Consultative Forum that declared Biafra. The man who suggested Biafra, Francis Opigo, was an Ijaw man. He later became the commissioner for Yenegua province. And the first person who sang the Biafran national anthem on the 30th of May, 1967, was Cardinal James Lawson. He's from the same Asari with me that I come from. So Biafra, as declared in 1967, was for Ijaw people, for Efik people, for Goni people, and for Igbo people, and for Ibibio people, for Anak people, for Oron people, for all the people of the former Eastern region.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to give our elders, we have we met our 3 elders. I'm going to give them one opportunity to ask one question each. Please, let's make the questions very brief because time and the internet is not really cooperative. Baba, Professor Adeniran Adeboye, you are on. Baba Adeboye, your Professor Adeboye. Okay, I'm going to go to Professor Ajayi Soyinka. Professor Ajayi Soyinka. Professor Ajayi Soyinka. Okay. Baba Yiloge. Everybody's muted, but I try to mute you. Okay, Professor Ajayi Soyinka, I unmuted you. Please unmute yourself. Okay, ma. So you can ask your question. Thank you, ma.
Yeah. Thank you very much for your presentation, Comrade my question, okay, I was wondering, well, you've become a Muslim, and I was wondering, why did you change religion, and what's the relationship of Islamic religion to your freedom movement?
Yes, ma'am. I became a Muslim on the 17th of September, 1988. That is precisely, I think, 33 years now or so. Accepting Islam, it took me a long time. I was born into a Baptist family. I said Baptist family because my mom was a Baptist. I was baptized in the Baptist church. I rebaptized in Deeper Life Bible Church. I became a Bible study leader in Deeper Life. I studied Islam. After studying Islam, I found out that Islam suited my nature.
The internet again.
Far more than any other religion. And that was during the time of I was at the University of Calabar. I think you are hearing. Hello?
Yes, we are hearing you.
Hello?
We are hearing you.
Yes, I was at the University of Calabar, and I accepted Islam. I read Islam, I read the Quran, any other religion. And so the past 33 years, I've been a Muslim.
So, okay, Ma. Does that answer your question, Professor Shika?
Well, I asked further. I said, what's the relationship between Islamic religion and the movement for self-realization and freedom movement? Has that?
Yes, if you look at the history of the Islamic world, you find out that Muslims had stand out in fighting for the rights of the downtrodden. Muslims have stood out, even in the Western world. Malcolm X in the United States of America, Muhammad Ali in the United States of America, where the population of Muslims are very small. Check the South African struggle. Out of the number of people who went to prison with Mandela, the population of Muslims in South Africa is not up to 2%, but they represented more than 34% of the people who went to prison in South Africa. And in the first cabinet of Madiba, you find out that there were several Muslims. These were veterans of the South African struggle. I lived in Libya, and I know Libya, and I know what Gaddafi did in Libya. So Muslims have been in the forefront of struggle for emancipation of their people. It is Islamic religion. There is no religion. Other religions prescribe other means of obtaining freedom. They say that this world is not my own. I'm just passing through. So you can kick my ass. You can pull inside my mouth. I should not say anything. Islam says that when you see any fitna, you should resist it. And Islam had influenced me in this my struggle. If I am alive today, I believe, Alhamdulillah, that it's Islam that has made me to be alive today. I would have been dead long ago. Of late, the chief of army staff has said that they will arrest me. Yeah, GOC, they will arrest me. Wike had said, come and arrest him. We don't want insurgents in our states. But I'm still alive, I'm walking. I think I'm the only person who is walking the street and have not been arrested. I'm not in hiding because I've not done anything wrong. So it is Islam that gives me this courage, this strength that I use. I don't know what others, to explain religion to people to convince them. It's not my duty. I'm not a preacher. I'm not an imam. I'm not a malam. I'm not a sheikh. I'm just an ordinary Muslim in one corner of my house. But I think Islam had influenced me and kept me alive. Ma, let me tell you, Obasanjo kept me on the ground. He buried me alive. For 11 months, 10 days, Obasanjo practically buried me alive. I was 3-story on the ground. I did not die. I did not go gaga. I stayed alive and came out because of the faith I have, because of the Quran, verses of Quran, ayah of the Quran that I have memorized. I recite it to myself. Many people that were on the ground, I was in complete isolation. On the ground, 3-story on the ground, 11 months, 10 days. I don't know when it is night, when it is day. So many people who stayed there with me went mad. They went mad. Today they are mad. They came out, they are mad. So many people who came out from there went blind. They came out, they are blind. If I am lucky, my eyes I can still see, I am not mad. I should thank God, because the place I went to, what I saw, many people did not see it. A passenger had called me on the phone, he's alive, and said, you will die in that hole. And I told him I will not die in that hole. I came out. This is not something. He called me on the phone. There are people alive, and he told me, if you don't beg, you will die. And I told him I will never beg. And I did not die in that hole. I came out from that hole. I believe that it is Allah that has sustained me from that day. It is Allah that is sustaining me. It is Allah that will continue to sustain me. Wallahu alam, when it comes to the time Allah will call me, that day I will go, like all other human beings. But no human being will do anything that will take my life.
Okay. Let me, Babanji, if you have opportunity to ask a question, what will it be? Your answer.
Freed at last. How are you, Asari?
Fine, sir. I'm very fine, sir.
It's going to be a tough question. If I don't ask this, a lot of people are going to call us, blast us for being too nice to you.
No, sir, don't be nice to me.
Right, that's why I warn you before. I always do that. So that you won't be taken. You have a university in Benin Republic. And you started the profile you gave us. You elected poverty. You left the middle class life. I elected to be poor. And then within a space of time, I understand you have a university, you have also boasted here that 5 of your houses are better than many. And people are saying, if Dangote says that, we will know that at least he got a monopoly from the government and he used the money acquired from that. People say, every time you bring all these wahala, and I'm quoting and unquote, the government will move in and call you, and you send to be richer afterwards. And that is where your money have been coming from. Now, that's one, and I want you to address that. The second one is that recently you say you are the Governor General of Biafra or something, and immediately
I am the president of Biafra.
Okay, the president, and immediately
Biafra, yes.
Hold on. I may have mixed up the title. Yeah, it's even better than what I thought it was.
Yes.
Apologies for that. Now,
yes, sir.
Immediately you did that, some of your colleagues in that same organization come up and said they are suspending or expelling you, that you don't belong there. That's number 2. The third one, I'm very sure that you know the politics within your area and the Biafra. It's not just saying, Biafra, we were part of the administrative unit. You know the politics of your area towards Biafra. Some resented it. The abandoned property was there and everything. Every other, you seem to be marching to your own drum beats. And if you are doing that, how are you going to carry people along? You need the majority of the people with you to be able to accomplish what we all think Nigeria should be at this point. So all those 3 roll into one. Try to convince not me, but every other one out there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Obasanjo is alive. Unfortunately, Yaradua is dead. Goodluck Jonathan is alive. And Buhari is alive. Let them look for the people who gave me money. They are alive. We can't talk of Yaradua. He's dead. Maybe it was Yaradua. Yaradua arrested me after I was released and released me again. So who gave me money of all these governments? Sir, the Yaradua brought a bribe, very enticing bribe, sir. He said his amnesty program. And some of my friends, they wrote 10,000 names. Some wrote 5,000. Every month they are paying them 65,000. None of them can post for 500 people around them. So the man who wrote 10,000 every month, since the time of Yaradua, had been receiving 665 million. That sort of free, good, halal money, I rejected it. I said I will not take it. That's the amnesty program. I took the government to court. So if they said the government gave me money, which of the government that gave me money? He said, lie, no government, if not giving me money. Nobody gave me money. There are people that cannot be bought because people are bought. When they look at themselves in the mirror, instead of, when they look at me, they see me on television or anywhere. Instead of seeing me, they are seeing themselves. I'm not them. My name is Alhaji Mujahid Abubakar Dokubo Asari. I am not like Mohammed or anybody that can be bought and can be sold. That is number one. How do I get my money? I am not under any distinct to tell people where I get my money. But I want to say here that I did not get my money from Nigeria. The money that I have today, I didn't get it from Nigeria. Because I work and I think every time I am on the net working. When others are sleeping, I am working, I am doing things. In my village where I stay today, I am working. I am not under obligation to come and tell anybody that this is where Alhaji Dokubo Asari have this. At least they have what they call you copyright and trademark. Do you go and give your recipe to somebody to go and steal your intellectual property? No, that is number one. Number two, I used to have a university in Benin Republic. It was closed down. I have several schools in Benin Republic. For now, I have just 2 schools. Nursery, primary, secondary, Kingamakri International School is in Benin Republic. The university, Kingamakri African University, was closed down by the Benin Authority. And I have Kingamakri International, Kingamakri Sports Academy in Benin. I am into education. My business is education, to train people. That is what I do. So the issue of making money, if anybody have anywhere he knows that I made money, anybody that gave me money, it will be right for those people to tell the world where they saw me got the money with facts and evidence. If I cannot defend myself, well, Allah, but I say before God, Allah that I believe in, I am standing here, that I know government gave me money. Now, let me tell you this, sir. Our people not supporting Biafra, it's not my problem. Look, in the from time immemorial, people love the easy way. They love the bread and butter than the chastisement, the scorpion, and the whips. We who are ready to be chastised, to be whipped, to go to prison, to be shamed, we are not doing this because they that are eating bread and butter are better than us. Their ways are better than us. We have chosen different paths. They have their paths and we have our path. If somebody is a governor, let's us take like Governor Wike. He was a chairman. He was a secretary. He was a chief of staff. He was minister. He's now a governor. We know how elections are done. He has been eating government money. he will not, that sort of person will have the temerity to accuse me that I'm eating government money. You don't see where Ali Baba they call thief. Ali Baba not thief. If they call another person thief, what kind of thing is that? So the whole thing is so funny that in Nigeria it's a society where people listen to all sorts of idiots. They listen to all sorts of idiots. A man is in government. If the car is driving his government car, the house is living his government house. Everything is bill is paid by government. That same person is accusing another person who is also entitled to eat that same money he's eating in government, that is eating government money. And Nigerians listen to him. What sort of country is it? If somebody like you, sir, Baba,
yes,
is talking about that, I will say that you are making sense. But if Wike is talking, I will say, look at what is this man talking? Eating government money and calling me that I am eating government money. What I am trying to say, sir, is very simple. We were Biafrans, abundant property, and it was divide and rule. One created the Battlestan River State. He created the Battlestans of Eastern State, East Central State. He created the Battlestan of Southeastern State. These Battlestans, they are like the Battlestans in South Africa. When our fight fell, those Battlestans, but our opinion, what value added to the life of the people of River State? What value are the Cross River Akwa Ibom added to the life of Cross Riverian or Bayelsa State? They are piling debts. The project, if you live in Europe, I don't know where you live. I live in my village, but my kids are in Europe. When you go to just Northern Cyprus, that is recognized by only Turkey. Compare Northern Cyprus with River State. It's hilly, just hill, ordinary rock. Go and see the progress in Northern Cyprus and translate it to River State, whose budget is how many $billions a year. And one man eats it, and nobody can talk. They divert local government funds, nobody can talk. Biafra is something that will change the narratives. And they don't want the narrative to change. They want to continue in the divide and rule and continue to steal the resources of the people. Whether people say they expel me or they don't expel me, that's a bit that they will say. Anybody can say anything. From time immemorial, wherever oppression rises up, there are people who volunteer themselves. The oppressor did not even recruit them. They volunteer themselves to be recruited by the oppressor so that they can chastise their people to work. They can chastise their people to continue in slavery. I am not ready to continue in slavery. And I believe that with the way things are going, if any Yoruba man comes to tell you that the people are not there, they are not killing Yoruba people, will you believe him? You will not believe him. You know it's true. If I tell you that the people are killing us, our environment is being destroyed, I am telling you the truth. If another person says, I am pleased with that, sir, I expect you to support me and tell a witch and say, you are pleased with the condition of your people. So that is it. So whoever thinks, let Lai Mohammed come now and tell me who is giving me money, whether his government has given me money, so that the whole world will know. He's the Minister of Information of this government. He's the spokesperson of this government, whether this government has given me money. Good luck is alive. Let him come and say his government gave me money. Obasanjo is alive. Let him come and say his government gave me money. So if they did not come out and say, let them forever keep quiet, why are they afraid of me? Am I a masquerade or a lion to come out to say they gave me money?
I'm sorry.
Let me take another question. Baba Adeboye, Professor Baba Banji, are you okay?
Yes, it's all right. You know, I know Asari very well. You can stay here from here till tomorrow. You will have something to say.
So
I'm okay. I'm all right.
Professor Adenin Adeboye. You have opportunity to ask one question. What would that be, sir?
Alaji, the question that I have,
Yes,
the question that is prominent on my mind can be as follows. Spirituality, which often translates to religion, is often informed by culture or by being reasoning your way into a position. When you, in order to understand you and where you stand on matters in Nigeria, I was wondering if you could enlighten us about what happened to you to convert from one religion to another, in this case, from Christianity to Islam.
Sir, have you finished, sir?
Yes, I finished.
Yes, sir. Religion, like I said, I am not a preacher of religion. I'm a follower and a student of Islam. But I want to tell you this. While growing up, want to say anything against Christianity, reason being that a substantial percentage of the people who will die for me and has died for me are Christians.
Mm-hmm.
A substantial percentage. The Muslims in Ijaw land are not up to 1% of Ijaw population.
Which is the reason
the
for
Muslims in Biafra are not up to 1%, yes, are not up to 1% of Biafran population. But the question you will ask, sir, that I will answer for you. Why did the Ijaw people see, what did the Ijaw people see in me when the population of Muslims are not up to 1% and made me their first vice president of Ijaw Youth Council? What did they see in me? Muslims are not up to 1%. They made me their first deputy president and made me their second president of Ijaw Youth Council. Now, sir, the Ijaw people also see the Muslims represented by the Fulani Caliphate as the oppressors of the Ijaw people. These people claim to be the owners of Islam, and yet they made a Muslim their president. A Muslim who prayed the same way, do everything the same way with the oppressors. They found in me qualities that qualified me for president. Not only that, recently, Biafran organization from 196 countries all over the world and different principality, form of government or the other, all over the world met. Everywhere there were Biafran, they met like this, and they did a selection, an election, and they elected me president of the de facto customary government of Biafra. I was not at the Zoom meeting where I was chosen. Owazuruke was nominated, and Raf, our big brother Raf Owazuruke was nominated. He said, no, I don't want to be. I nominate Alhaji Dokubo Asari to be the leader. The deputy until then of Nnamdi Kanu, Uche Mefo, was nominated as the information minister of that same government which I'm leading. I was not there. So the question that sometime when I'm in my quiet space, I ask myself, What do people find in me as a Muslim in this region where antagonism towards Muslim Islamophobic is the highest now, and still chose me to be their leader? Because they see me as somebody who is straightforward, who is very, very sincere, who when he gives them his word, he stands by it. Who when he says he's going to die, he's going to stand in front, and when death is coming, he does not run away. That is why it is difficult for many Ijaw people to criticize me, because when there is crisis, all the people who are talking in the press, in the internet, they are internet people. When it comes to something physical, when they know that things want to be serious, Ijaw people want to go behind to do something, they know that leave him on is the only reliable person we can count on to stand till the end. That is why I am where I am. But for faith, I cannot convince you. I know that I have taken the kalima since 17th of September, 1988. And this kalima that I have taken had influenced my life. It is everything that I live for. And I know that something spiritual, if I tell you the spiritual things I have seen, my dear father, you are far, far, far older than me. If I tell you the spiritual things I have seen, you will not believe. So I am not ready to convince you, but I know that as a Muslim, it has aided me and has helped me to fight the fight I am fighting. And my people believe that most cases, I am the only person who can do that which they are charging me to do.
Thank you.
Can I just correct something?
Yes, go on.
I'm not sure that the Alhaji understands me. I'm not
no,
saying,
go on, sir.
I'm not saying that it is wrong or right
no.
to be Muslim, or that the consequences of it are not salutary. No, I'm not saying that. There is leadership quality to be found in everybody or in people from all over the world, no matter their religion or culture. What I'm asking for is different. What informed the change? Not whether your quality of leadership is impacted by the change. You probably had those leadership qualities before you converted. What informed the change vis-a-vis life and what is going on in Nigeria? That's what I was asking. It's something from you, not the result. I'm not asking for the result of your conversion.
Yes, sir. My father, there are certain questions I cannot answer as a leader.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right.
So
okay, sir, go ahead, Alhaji.
Yes, these questions that I cannot answer because I do not lead only Muslims. And if I answer some questions, I will offend the vast majority of those who are my followers, who had given me the trust to lead them.
Okay. Atokun,
I will not do that.
Okay, thank you, sir. Atokun, Abolaji, please ask just one question so we can call other people and run this up.
Thank you, Olootu. Thank you, Alhaji Mujahid Dokubo. Welcome to the show. I have to say I'm really impressed because the picture that the press printed about Mujahid Dokubo sometimes always look negative. But the way and the manner that you comport yourself and you have answered the question today has shown to me that is the leadership trait in you that inspire your emancipation for freedom and self-agitation. I appreciate that. My question will go directly to you on your involvement. You know, when your son of the land, that was Jonathan Goodluck, was the president of Nigeria for 6 years, yourself and Chief Edwin Clark were seen as a major in and out in that government to defend the Ijaw people and to defend everything that you are looking for in the government of self-defense as well as protecting the presidency of Goodluck Jonathan. But there was something that happened through that process. We end up into the national conference, which Chief Edwin Clark and yourself was participating in either by nomination or by representation. And you have everything to control and correct Goodluck Jonathan to implement what was done in that conference that would have solved 50% or if not 100% of the problem that we are facing in Nigeria that are leading to this self-agitation by the Biafrans, by the Oduduwas, by the Middle Belters, and any other part of the tribes that we are looking for self-determination. Why in that period did you guys not force or impound on the President Goodluck Jonathan? Is it because he was fearful of the people around him or the Fulani people that he put in government, or you that are from his own side did not press him forward to achieve this main objective?
Okay.
Yes, I would not want to say some things here like I told Baba last time. I was Goodluck Jonathan, if anybody call him today to ask him. I was one of his greatest critics in-house, and I even came out to criticize him. They say, oh, because he's not giving me enough money, that's why I'm criticizing him. It is my duty to support my brother, and I don't have any apology.
Okay. Yeah, it's here. It's the internet. Okay, Alhaji, go ahead.
Monkey no fine in 4 years. It's doing all. There are several newspaper publications where I oppose Goodluck, but I cannot push it to.
I think we lost him again.
Bandwidth. Maybe you need to reduce his video so that the volume can come out of audio.
No, it's we can hear him. Okay, please, okay.
Yes, Goodluck was in power. I cannot speak for my father, Edwin Clark, but I criticize Goodluck, but I cannot criticize him with such intensity that he will become another Agui-Ironsi. Goodluck was moving towards Agui-Ironsi. He wanted to end up like Agui-Ironsi. And some of us, we criticized him. We did all that we did to prevent him from falling. We are all victims today of what Goodluck did in government. We are all victims of what Goodluck did not do in government. His act of omission and commission. We are all victims of our own acts of omission and commission. Today, we are all, a lot of people are regretting for supporting this government to come into power. There are people who cannot talk, who supported this government with everything, with what they have seen. They are regretting inside their homes and their houses. The thing is that Goodluck was too humble. Goodluck was too humane to be president of Nigeria. He was too humble, too humane. So everybody saw Goodluck as somebody that they can kick around, somebody that they can abuse, somebody, they said they wanted tigers, they wanted cheetahs, they wanted lions, and now the tigers, the cheetahs, and the lions have come, and they can no longer talk. All of us were here when they said removal of subsidy, increase in petroleum prices. What is the price of PMS today? Who is talking? Nobody is talking. What is the price of cement today? Nobody is talking. What is the price of rice today? Nobody is talking. What is the price of bread today? Nobody is talking. How many people can afford to send their children to the best schools in the world as they were doing before? Nobody is talking. So our acts of omission and commission and his own acts of commission and omission culminated in what we have today. And we must all fight to unshackle this burden from our back.
Atokun, please, can you give me a second? And okay, so do you want to ask another question?
Yes, this one, I mean, is based on, because Alaji as a Muslim and the Fulanis that are killing, I know there's nowhere in the Quran that justify the killings that the Fulani have unleashed on the South, the Southeast, the Southwest, maiming and killing people ceaselessly, and thinking they are spreading whatever Ottoman Dafodio plan was in the 1800s. And you, as a student of Islam, and if you go do your salat together, they will not even know the difference when you are doing salat until after salat is over, before they know you are from the south, and they are from the northwest. Is there anywhere that it justify the kind of killing that these Fulani people are doing? Because many people that would love to do Islam, when they see this killing in the opposite religion, thank God maybe you change to Islam in the 88 when things is not as hard as this. Right now, we don't want to be convinced to convert to Islam or to listen to an Islamic person because of all these things. Is there anywhere they can justify the killings?
Allah said in the Quran, when you kill somebody, when you kill an innocent person, you kill somebody, it seems you have killed the whole world. When you save somebody, it seems you have saved the whole world. The killing had nothing to do with Islam. Osman Danfodio have nothing to do with Islam. Islam is not a Fulani religion. Islam is not an Arab religion. It is not even Arabs that are here. These people accepted, Fulanis accepted Islam the same way Yoruba people accepted Islam. Fulani accepted Islam the same way Ibira people, the same way Ijaw people accepted Islam. So the actions of Fulanis cannot affect Islam. They are not even preaching Islam. The people they kidnap and kill, there was one woman and her husband and her daughter that went viral, that they kidnapped and continually raped. The woman was in niqab, was in kima. This total covering herself the face. She came from London. They caught them in around that witch and continued to rape them. The husband was there. They said they would kill the husband. Professor Ali Muhammad that they caught now, they killed his son. Was he not a Muslim? Is he not a Northerner like them? So it has nothing to do. So if because Yoruba Muslims today stand up and start to go and kill people in Igbo land, Yoruba Muslims, you now say that I am a Muslim. Why are Yoruba Muslims killing people? So, or if Yoruba people start to kill people in Igbo land, it now translates to mean that this thing. During the jihad, that the so-called Fulani war of conquest, Arela Tosa and others who fought, some of these Ibadan Baloguns and generals who fought against them at that time, were they not Muslims? They were Muslims. I have read the Yoruba Ijele war and all that, all those their war that they fought with these people. Majority of these Yoruba generals were professing Islam, and they still fought against these Gambari invaders. And that is what happened. What is happening? History is repeating itself. It has nothing to do with Islam.
Let me call another.
It is difficult for. I'm coming. It is difficult for Muslims to explain to people. My daughter is at University of Lagos. Every time she keep on explaining, when they see her, they say, how come you are a Muslim? You are from so. She will ask them, how come are you a Muslim when you are an Hausa person? What are you from Arabia? So these are the things. It has no connection. It is sad that these people claim to share the same religion with us. It's very difficult and sad. But it is not, they are not doing it for Islam. They are doing it for themselves, and inshallah they fail.
Amen. Mrs. Grace Akinjide, you can ask your question. Please unmute yourself. Mrs. Grace Akinjide.
Okay.
One question, so we can all have the opportunity. Yes,
okay.
We can hear you.
Oh no, I don't want my face to be shown.
Okay, I can kill your camera for now. Okay, I stopped the video. Okay, go ahead with your question, please. One question, so we can go fast. Unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
Very well, yes.
Okay, Oga Asari, I'm a Malabite. Good evening, good morning, whatever the time is. My question goes this way. We are agitating for Oduwa Republic, self-determination. And I noticed that in this agreement, the constitutional majora, or whatever they call it, Middle Belt, South-South, Southeast, and Southwest are all involved. What is your stand with this self-determination? And that is question one.
No, you can ask only one question, so other can ask questions, please.
Oh, okay. I hold on.
Thank you. Okay. I can't see him. Okay. Alhaji Dokubo.
I hope you had my questions.
Once we get him, it won't be difficult to ask the question again. Okay, it's coming back. Yeah, it's the internet that is not stable.
Okay.
Okay. So, Alhaji, you are here. So what can we do to these China people? Okay. All right. Okay. So
can I just tell you my second question? Maybe you can ask for both.
Your number one question is not answered yet. You're adding another one to it.
Okay.
Alhaji is trying to come back and the internet is unstable. I want somebody to give me a trick.
Tell him to unmute himself.
Who?
Alhaji Dokubo.
I can't even see. I can't see
him. He's muted.
Okay.
Even though the picture has frozen.
Okay.
But he's still muted. I'm looking at him right now.
Okay. Let me exit the full. Okay.
No, I can't see him.
I can't see him.
He did something that makes him disappear from my screen.
Yeah. Alhaji, can you unmute yourself, sir? How we go do?
It's no longer on the screen.
Okay. Okay, it's coming back.
Okay.
Okay. Start the video. Alaji, please unmute yourself, sir. Okay.
Yes, I'm unmuted, yes.
Okay. Okay, so Ms. Akinjide, what was your question again?
In a nutshell, my question is, what is your stand in, you know, the Yorubas are agitating for self-determination, and the constitutional majoral, the agreement between so between the middle belt, the southeast, and southwest. Where do you stand? It looks like the Yorubas are the only one carrying forward whatever it is being done. What is your stand? And where does the south side?
Okay, yeah.
That is not true. The organization, Lower Niger Congress, that Tony Nadi is leading, was formed in my house in 2009. I was nominated to be the leader of Lower Niger Congress, and I declined. And Pa Agboyobe was made the leader. I am a supporter of whatever Tony Nadi is doing, and we talk and we brief each other in whatever we're doing. We're totally in support of what Professor and himself are doing, and we are collaborating. We, the Middle Belt and the Southwest, are collaborating. That is the Lower Niger Congress, the Middle Belt, and the Southwest are collaborating in the first major, on the Constitution, the 90 days that is given. I am totally in support of it.
Okay, can I ask my second question?
So let me take somebody else, and if we have a more opportunity, then I'll call you if we have some time left. Mr. Isaac, I see your hand up. What is your question? One question straight, so we can go. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, ma'am. My question is straightforward and very short. It is, what is your relationship with the man that we know as the leader of the Biafran agitation, Nnamdi Kanu? Are you people collaborating, or you working, separately? Could you let us know, please?
Thank you.
I am very sorry, sir. You said you know him as the leader of the Biafran struggle. I don't know who made Nnamdi Kanu the leader of the Biafran struggle. And I will not come to his level to talk. Nnamdi Kanu and me, we do not have the same degree in this struggle. I have given you my pedigree. I had gone through all that anybody can go through. Nnamdi Kanu had not gone through half of what I had gone through. I made Nigerian government to come to our knees. Oil price increased from around $30 to $100 and something in just a few days. So Nnamdi Kanu went to prison for a few months. I was in prison for 22 months, 11 days. So I don't know, maybe because he makes noise on the radio, you said he's a leader. I don't have any relationship with him. When he was in prison, I helped him. I spoke on his behalf. I agitated for him. I was haunted by the Nigerian government. I ran from Nigeria to Europe. I kept talking about him. I came down. He came out of prison and thanked me. After prison, when he came out from his hiding, he thanked me. All of a sudden, he wants to be supreme leader. He wants to insult everybody. First thing you know, anybody can come and claim anything and be anything. but we know those who are in the Biafran struggle. And I want to tell you that Nnamdi Kanu is working for the Nigerian state. And we will be vindicated very soon. Nnamdi Kanu sent his boys to kill police people. The 99% of the police people is killing and harvesting weapons, our own people. But his own younger sister, the same mother, the same father with him, is in the police. He's a senior officer in the Nigerian police. Why did he not kill her first? He should kill her first. This is the story of the tortoise and the animals. The animals all gather in my place. That will be the story we are told. That let all of them go and bring their parents and kill. All the animals brought their parents and killed. He did not, the tortoise did not kill his parents. He hid them in the sky and they were feeding him and he was becoming fat until the animal discovered it. You are sending people to kill policemen when you know that 99% of the policemen serving in the Southeast will be Igbo people, will be from Cross River, will be from Akwa Ibom, a few people from outside the region. You go and kill them and harvest their weapon. And you say you are doing Eastern Security Network. Meanwhile, Fulani people are on rampage, killing people in Igbo land. When they are killing the people, you are not there. You didn't kill them. They go and kill other farmers. You are not there. The next thing you come and say you have killed 30 people, you have killed 40 people, you have killed 50 people. So anybody who appears on radio and talk blah, 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 is a leader. What is the concrete thing he's doing? How does it bring freedom? That is the question we're asking. So me, I don't have any problem. Nnamdi Kanu can be your freedom fighter of choice in Biafra land. Freedom fighting is not a show business. Freedom fighting is not propaganda. At the end of the day, so many people struggle with Mandiba for leadership. At the end of the day, we didn't see that. So, sir, you are free to make your choice of who you see as a freedom fighter. I have no relationship with Nnamdi Kanu.
Dr. Oluekundayo, you are on. Unmute yourself and ask question. One question. Dr. Ekundayo, unmute yourself. Dr. Ekundayo. Okay, Dr. Ekundayo.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Go straight.
Hello, I'm hearing you, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mujahid.
There's noise from you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Dr. Ekundayo, there's noise that is filtering in from you.
I'm hearing you.
I don't know what.
There's noise from you.
Okay, I'll pass then. I'll pass.
No, don't pass. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay. What I wanted to find out is what are the things that you see as the external challenges that the force majeure faces that needs attention by each of the groups? What are two main things?
Yes, yes. I think that international collaboration with the Nigerian state will give us a lot of problems, because if we don't have international support outside Nigeria, nothing will happen. When those who are in support of this cause, because when you are neither here nor there, a lot of us have not made up our mind. Are we ready to leave Nigeria, or we want to stay in Nigeria? A lot of us, there's so much fantasy, there's so much romance this is not the time for romance. We should know what we want. What do we want? I don't want to be a Nigerian. I am not a Nigerian. You, what do you want? Professor Bola and others. What do they really want? Because you cannot continue to talk about what do they call it? Restructure. Some people are talking about restructure. Some people are talking about true federalism. Look, what do we really want? Then if Professor Ajibola and others, these are people that have made their mark internationally, why can't they go out and meet the various governments? The United States government, Biden government is very, 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 very receptive of our district. So let us send people all over the world. Mandela, Madiba, and others in South Africa. Let us take a clue from the South African struggle. They told the whole world. They gather international consensus against apartheid. The operators of the apartheid system were white people. And they succeeded. Black people succeeded against white people. People will say that world and this world was not the same. But Biden was one of the major people who opposed this thing, who opposed apartheid. Today, Biden is president of the United States of America. We have a lot of things to do, and people must be able to do where we cannot reach. They can reach. So the only thing that will hold us back will be in the international community failing to recognize our legal and moral means to self-determination.
Okay, thank you, sir. Dr. Akin Awofalaju, you have an opportunity to ask one question, sir. What would that question be? You are on.
Good afternoon.
That phone is coming from somebody. Please check your phone. Okay.
You came from an humble beginning, no doubt, from Christian family, even George, your parents. The region you came from, I mean, and this is just a fact finding, is you delve with good mind, good concern with the Christianity issue and your religion. In 1904, Lenin said, religion is an opium for people. You can make them to be fanatical. And that's just why the state and religion, they couldn't mix it together in any constitution. You coming from that region, Niger Delta, that we all know the majority are Christian, less than 0.1% are Muslim. And you have devoted your life for freedom fighting. Will you now consider yourself that you have made huge mistakes by changing your religion to Muslim, coming from a part of the country that the majority are Christian? Would you have gotten more followership if you had not changed your orientation in terms of religion? That's one thing. And then what is in your Karma Declaration of 1998? What is that Karma about? When you are in IYC and you formed the Karma Declaration.
Okay. Let him answer those questions. Yes.
Yes, thank you very much. I have no regret whatsoever. If I had had regret, I would not have reached where I am today. If Muslims are less than 1%, which is the truth, Muslims are far, far less than 1% among the Ijaw people. Like I said, I became the first vice president, deputy president, and president of the Ijaw Youth Council. My cadre of IYC that we started the IYC with. We have more than 50 professors now. We have even my first president, my spokesman, everybody that was with me when I was when I was president, are PhD holders. Swaka is a PhD holder. My president, Felix Sodolo, is a PhD holder. My secretary is a PhD holder. So amongst all those people, a 1%er was chosen to be a Muslim. So why would I was chosen to be president a Muslim? Why should I have any regret? I shouldn't. If I am a Christian, maybe they would not have considered me. Today, among Biafran organizations, hundreds of people, my Biafran cabinet have 3 professors. They are in Europe and in the United States of America. My Biafran cabinet, the ministers, my secretary of treasury is a PhD holder. He's a professor. And others, I can't name all of them, but there are 3 professors in my cabinet. They are professors. So if in all that they chose to make me their leader and president, then something is there. Not only that, in my place where I come from in Ijaw land, traditional Ijaw society, as you have Oba, you have all these things. I am the Alabo Diabala of Calabari. Alabo Diabala of Calabari is an hereditary position. My great ancestor, Ediabali, became a work. You will not understand this, but I have to explain it to you. A war canoe chief 1782. And today, I am the Ediabali of Calabari land. That is in charge of my family. My family chose me as the leader. And in that family, the Muslims are not up to 5%. Everybody who is a Muslim is related to me. That is it. The Kayama Declaration talks about restructuring of Nigeria. We have gone outside the Kayama Declaration. Restructure is no longer desirable. What we want is total disintegration of Nigeria, and all the federating units should be left alone to go and form their own. And I am the president of Biafra today. Biafra, de facto customary government.
Thank you, sir. Prince Adewale, you have an opportunity for one question. Let's make it fast. Thank you, sir.
And thank you, our guests for today. I only have one question for you, sir.
Okay.
Because part of the question I really want to ask is being asked before. And that's about the force majeure. It seems was expired. There was a proclamation that Middle Belt, Niger Delta, Biafra, and Southwest were no longer part of Nigeria because the law of 1990 has been defined.
Okay.
Observe it. You intend to fulfill the Biafra declaration.
Next.
Nigerian government seems not to.
So what is your question, Prince Adewale?
Yeah, I've just asked my question. How does he intend to sustain the Biafra declaration, which he has made in the face of force majeure, which has not been recognized by Nigerian government?
My dear sir, the force majeure Nigerian government, we know from the beginning that Nigerian government will not recognize it. They will feel that we are joking. It is up to all of us to bring our collaborative effort together and to join together and to make force the Nigerian government to accept the force majeure and the expiration of this constitution. That this constitution, this 1999 constitution is dead and there is nothing they can do about it. And that is, in the coming days, a lot of meetings will be held, a lot of consultation will go on. And I know that I spoke with Tony Nadi some days ago, and I believe that we will talk with Prof, with others, and this collaborative effort will culminate in a joint declaration of the people of the Niger Delta, of the people of the Southwest, Oduduwa, of Lower Niger, of Biafra, and all the other.
Thank you, sir. That's what I want to hear.
Thank you, sir. iPhone, the iPhone, I unmuted you.
Okay, thank you. Olootu.
Okay.
Hello, can you hear me?
Okay, I see you.
Yeah.
George Alade, go ahead.
Okay. Yes, although my questions were answered, but I was just wondering why Mr. Asari was not fighting when Jonathan was the president for 6 years, a man from the South and from the Niger Delta. I didn't hear much about Mr. Asari then when he was the president. Now that we have Buhari, who we all know is a Fulani guy, as the president now, why the fight when you didn't fight when your brother was the president and Jonathan did not do anything to advance the cause that many of us have been fighting for almost 30 years now?
My dear Prince Adewale JP, sir, if people say I did not fight when Jonathan was there, it is not totally true. I think you can go to the newspaper library and find out my disagreement with Jonathan, my criticism of Jonathan. But as far as I'm concerned, like I said before, monkey no fine in Mama Laika. I don't owe anybody any apology for standing by Jonathan, because if I don't support him, he will be killed like Agwin Ronsi. And we will not make that mistake. We know these people. We know their objectives. And you are seeing them. A lot of people supported Buhari to come to power. There are those who are dying in silence, they cannot talk. Where is my younger brother, Omichere? I say, Showere. Showere is an Ijaw man like me. He supported Buhari. Where is he today? He's going in and out of jail. Where is Aisha Yusuf? She's from Edo State. She's an Auchi woman. She's now saying she wants to fight. She was in the forefront to remove Jonathan. Where is Dino Menara? He has his own cup of tea. So there are so many people who supported this government, thinking that they want a miracle, and they've seen it. So can we compare Jonathan and this one? Can we compare Jonathan and this one? This is the truth. Yeah, Jonathan wasted the struggle. But is it me? I had a lot of you eulogizing Olootu Douglas, who was a member of that government when he died. Nobody talks about Olootu Douglas, who was our first spokesman in the IYC. He was part of Jonathan's government. He was there, but nobody talks about it. Why the double standard? You didn't know me. I was not part of Jonathan government. I talked about Jonathan government. I'm an Ijaw man. I did not hide. When they want to bully Jonathan, we had to come out to defend him. Till today, we are still defending Jonathan. They call us wailers. We are wailing for defending Jonathan. So I will not apologize to anybody. If Jonathan comes tomorrow and I have any means of supporting him, I will support. I will still support him. But this time, it might not be the same support I gave to him last time. Because we have all seen, our eyes are all open. In the time of Jonathan, were they killing people in Kichi? Were they killing people in Ishehi? Were they killing people at Igbora? I lived in Oyo State. I know Oyo State very well. Were they killing people in Kegu? But today, they are in all the forests killing people. In the time of Jonathan, were they killing people in Nkano? Were they killing people in that? Today, they are killing people. In the time of Jonathan, were there people are killing people at Gatu? They are killing people everywhere. They have advanced. They have come in. So talking about Jonathan, as far as I'm concerned, we are going back to the days of wishful thinking. When we are thinking it would have been better if Jonathan was not there. But now, is it better? That is the question we should ask ourselves. Now that we changed Jonathan away, that we have wasted 30 years of our struggle, now is it better? We jump from the lagoon in Lagos into the Atlantic Ocean. And we're still talking about Jonathan. My dear brother, let us forget about Jonathan. What we have is more than what we ever thought will ever happen to this country. We now have people who say, go to hell. We will kill you, nothing will happen. We were all here. They gave 100 billion to Miati Allah. Just now, they said they do food boycott to South. They gave them 4 billion when they failed in their food boycott. They paid them for the spoiled food. They paid them for the spoiled food. And we are still talking about good luck, Jonathan. Did we have this evil? This monumental evil during the time of Jonathan? They don't give a damn about you. They don't give a damn whether you exist or not. If they do tomorrow, they'll give them. The Fulani organization came out and said they are the people who wanted to kill Benue governor. And they are going to kill him. A governor. And nothing. We have said nothing. Instead of that, some of us are making caricature that Iran is running faster than bullets. He said they wanted to kill him. They came out that they have. All of a sudden, DSS has come out. They've gone to arrest Chunku Fishermen. That they are the people who attacked him. So first, they have settled the matter that the governor, Dr. Ruton, was attacked. It's now Chunku Fishermen. So that Chunkus and thieves will be fighting. Very simple.
Thank you, sir.
So please, it is for us. Until we have Satan is gone forever. It will never come back again. But this situation will be with us until we decide to come together and read it and rid ourselves of this situation.
Thank you. Kayode Emola, one question, sir, so we can. One question.
Good evening. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Asari Dokubo, we all know your temerity and in the way you've conducted yourself in the Niger Delta struggle. I guess my question tonight would be, now you call yourself the de facto leader of Biafra. Are you now saying that, I don't know whether you're part of MEND before, Movement for the Emancipation of Niger Delta. Is the Niger Delta now agreeing to be a part of Biafra? Or is Niger Delta staying on their own and Biafra are staying on their own? And how do you work out that issue with the Igbos, the core Igbos themselves, and then the other tribes who are not Igbos, like the Ijaw people, the Calabar and the Ogoja axis? Thank you.
Yes, like I said before, a country was declared in 1967, 30th of May 1967, a sovereign entity was declared and it lasted for 3 years. And in that sovereign entity, there were Ijaw people. These Ijaw provinces were Degema province, Inigwa province, Opopo province, and part of Port Harcourt province and Awoda province. Very clear. So, anybody who is saying there is nowhere in Nigeria except the Wilkins report that recommended a Niger Delta special area made up of the Jaws and the Gonis. And that was in 1958. It was implemented. They started to implement it in 1963. It did not take off until towards the tail end of the time the Belawa government was overthrown. That is the only legal authority contained in the laws of Nigeria that describes anything this thing you are calling Niger Delta. And the Niger Delta was only Ijaws and the Ogonis. You can go to the Wilkins report. It's there for everybody to go and read. So anybody claiming that there's a Niger or Obasanjo created change oil producing area development authority, a commission on PADEC to Niger Delta Development Commission. And in Obasanjo's definition of Niger Delta was all oil producing states. And that was why he brought in Imo and Abia into Niger Delta. Niger Delta and Ondo into Niger, Imo, Abia, Ondo, and Edo State into Niger Delta. From all those of you who went to school know that this is not Niger Delta. Niger Delta is a wetland created by the tributaries of the Niger River and the Benue River. That is what created the Niger Delta. And those places that were far-flung areas that he brought into Niger Delta and not Niger Delta. We are not even talking about geography now. We are talking about reality. Who had gone to take a census to know how many people that are with me in this Niger Delta? If we are not in the Niger Delta struggle, how will our Zuluke, Wuche Mefo, and others agree that I should become their leader? What you hear and read in the papers and not what, or in the net, and not what is reality on the ground. The reality on the ground that our people have accepted, our people have always been Biafra. Nobody can change that. We are Biafrans and will continue to be Biafrans. There are some Ijaw people in Ondo State, in Delta, in Edo, in Edo, Delta, and Ondo, who were not part of the Republic of Biafra, who were in the former Midwest and Western region. If they chose to join us, the Ijaw brothers in the East, to be part of Biafra, they are welcome. Even then, many of them have shown interest that they want to be part of Biafra. So I have no doubt whatsoever. And you will see, time will tell. Like I would say, when the apple comes to become, the apple will surely happen. And when it happens, you will see it, that our people are part and parcel of Biafra. The Biafra is not an Igbo struggle. Igbos are also part of Biafra, as the Jaws are part of Biafra, as Efiks are part of Biafra, as the Bibios are part of Biafra. We are all Biafrans, and there's nothing anybody can do to separate us. Nobody is asking question when you say Odua Republic. Why are people not saying Is Oyo part of Odua? Is Lagos part of Odua? Is Ondo part of Odua? Even when the governor of Ondo State said nobody should bring their Odua something into Ondo State. Has anybody said that Ondo is not part of Odua? So why are people saying that Ijaw is not part of Biafra? This one is not part of Biafra. The governor of Ondo State said nobody should bring anything Odua Republic into Ondo State. They are not part of Odua Republic. Does that remove Ondo people? Does that remove Owo people? Does that remove Akure people? Does that remove all the people, Akoko people, and so from being part of Odua Republic? No.
Thank you very much. I think that's a very good clarification.
Moderator.
The internet was doing trouble. No, not from my end. I think it's on their own end.
No, it's not from your end now. It's a moderator.
Moderator has gone off.
Oh, okay, Baba Falajogun, I'm sorry. It's not the internet. Something else was going on, and I didn't mute myself. Okay, now ask your question. One question, sir.
Yeah, just one question. Thank you, Alhaji Dokubo, for your presentation. Just one quick pragmatic question. You said you're not a Nigerian, not from Benin Republic. What passport?
Oh, Biafra. Biafra.
Yeah, I know. What passport do you hold to travel around the world?
Okay.
You go to United States of America and take a green card because economically you think that you are going to achieve something in the United States of America. But you are a Yoruba man. You are not an American. You go to Canada, you carry Canadian passport. You are not a Canadian. You are a Yoruba man.
So
you go to.
You got a passport of all the world.
You go, yes. You go to Britain, you get a passport, you are not a British man, you are just there because you want to enjoy the economic benefit. In my own case, I am forced by the conspiracy of the world. I am forced by the conspiracy of the world to carry a passport and a name that is not my name. I have not traveled out of Nigeria for a very long time, because I don't want to use that passport. So, as I have not traveled since 2015. I have children that are German citizens, EU citizens from France, from this thing, because I want my children not to carry the burden of Nigeria with them. So me, I am forced by international community. So I have declared I am not a Nigerian. They say, no, you can't carry Biafran passport. You should be carrying Nigerian passport. So what do you want me to do to fight your world?
So you got a false passport, basically.
Yes, it's a false passport.
Not in your name, and is it in your picture?
No, it's a false, understand me. The international community, you have the UN, you have everything, said all of us who say we are Biafran must carry Nigerian passport before we'll be able to travel. So that is restricting and cutting our freedom short.
No, you're not answering. So you have.
So our carrying a Nigerian passport does not in any way make me a Nigerian. Like the carrying American passport does not change you from being a Yoruba man.
No, you just go around there. It's just simple. You have a Nigerian passport. Simple as that. Yes or no?
As I'm sitting, I don't have Nigerian passport in my hand. So are you seeing Nigerian passport in my hand?
No, I haven't got.
You are not seeing Nigerian passport. Huh? So as far as I'm concerned, I said legally, we are forced by the world, international community to carry. I did not tell you that I'm carrying Nigerian passport. I don't even have it.
That's fine.
I love that.
Okay. Professor Yewale, please, you have opportunity to ask one question, sir. Let's make it brief. Question.
All right. My question is very short. Thank you, our guest. I've been following his activities for a long time, and he's a very great activist. He is very consistent in everything he's been saying. And I would just want to ask, what progress are they making, like the people doing working on the Yoruba or Oduduwa nation? What progress are they making now about the Biafra nation? And I want to add to that, please don't let us go back to Jonathan. Those people asking questions, let's move forward. Please don't go back asking questions about Jonathan. Let's move forward. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, there are collaborative efforts amongst us, especially the Ninas. We are collaborating with Toninaji and others. This collaborating effort among all the groups, among the Biafran agitation group, where now we have de facto customary government of the Biafran state. The de facto customary government of the Biafran state is collaborating with the Lower Niger Congress and with the Yoruba self-determination group and the Middle Belt. We are holding series of meetings and we are part and parcel of whatever they are doing. We are complementing each other. And we believe that this will come to fruition. But inshallah, we will surely reach our destination. And they know the groups that are collaborating with them. I am very sorry to say that some of these groups you have on the internet making noise, they are not part of this effort that we are involved in sincerely. And each and every one of us is involved in this effort. And we are doing it in such a way because it is delicate. When you ask questions about Muslims, in Yoruba land, there are 50-50 Muslims, and in many families, there are Christians, there are Muslims. I have Yoruba cousins, I have Yoruba nephews. And you'll be surprised, some are Muslims, some are Christians, and that is how they are. So Yoruba land is a very unique place, and a very unique place. And in fact, Yoruba is the best thing that has happened to Nigeria. I'm not condescending or trying to do. When you visit Yoruba land, you see the beauty. You will see the beauty of people living together in harmony, people tolerating each other, people seeing the value of the life of each person, Muslims and Christians. So anybody, most of these people are blocking the sincere effort of our people by their spreading of hate and hate speech. Because if you say they should kill all the Muslims in Biafra, kill all the Muslims in South, kill all the Muslims in this place, you are targeting Muslims. But the man you are collaborating with in Yoruba land is one Abidin Balogun. And you know that Abidin Balogun is a Muslim. So how do you think he will collaborate with you? So the collaborative effort on the part of all these groups, in the Middle Belt too, there is no group where you will not find Muslims and Christians. And we are all working together sincerely. I have a friend from Benue State. He's an Idoma man. He has been in this struggle for as long as I know him. His name is Abdikani. He has been in the struggle as long as I know him, and all the people in Abuja know him, that this man is a Muslim, but he does not like us. But he's from Middle Belt. He's an Ijaw man. He's a Muslim. So these are the things that we are talking about. For us to collaborate, we have to respect each other's feeling. We have to respect each other's idiosyncrasies. Until we recognize and respect this, we'll be wasting our time. We'll just be making the mistakes, and the enemy will be happy that we're fighting amongst ourselves.
Okay, let me take Lawyer Akishola. You are on. One question, please. Lawyer Tinu Akinshola. Amofin.
Eka Somao. Yeah, good afternoon, everybody.
Good
afternoon, Alhaji Dokubo Asari. Thank you so much for all that you have been saying all day, and actually for everything you have done so far for the Ijaw people, and also in the contraption we found ourselves in Nigeria. We appreciate you. So my question is just one, but maybe in two, but I want to keep it straight. Olootu, thank you for giving me this opportunity. The question is, sir, Alhaji, if you were, or if you are right now given the mandate, and if there was the opportunity for the Ijaw people, or let's say the Biafra country to be birthed today, what will be your very first, or the very thing that you will do to alleviate the poverty-stricken youth and their delinquency situation? Thank you, sir.
Every country, the future of every country lies in our young people. And any country that rejects or neglects our youth will not progress. And that's what we have in Nigeria. You are a lawyer. In Nigeria today, the Nigerian government does not want Nigerians to go to school. So they put JAMB. You pass, they give you WAEC, you pass WAEC. They put JAMB, you pass JAMB. They put post JAMB, you pass it. Then you have merit list, you have this list, you have that list. Does this country want our people to go to school? That same child that they are traumatizing with different sort of hurdles from going to school, that same child will just take his WAEC certificate and go to Ghana, go to Benin, go to Togo, and gain direct admission into the university, and continue. My son wanted to study agric right from when he was in nursery school. I want to be a farmer, I want to be a farmer. And I told him, I said, Usama, he's going to university in Turkey, Agric and Food University, Turkish Agric and Food University, Koyan. He did not do anything. It's his WAEC result he's going with. He's not writing any exam. He's not writing anything. And that university is far better than every university in Nigeria. So does that government want Nigerian youth to progress? The Biafra that I lead, the first thing that I want to do in my maiden speech that I gave is to pursue science and technology. No country would be strong without science and technology. Israel was making mad. The state of Israel was making mad. They are doing this. They will conquer this country. 7 days war, 6 days war, this war, 1967 war, 1973 war, 1948 war. Iran came and started to go into science and technology. Today, Iran will shut down the most advanced aircraft, air vehicle of the United States of America. And Trump will only make noise and go, and nothing will happen. Every day Israel will say, we are going to attack Iran. Iran will say, we are waiting for you now. Come and attack us. And nothing has happened because the Iranian, the Islamic Republic of Iran decided and chose science and technology. Why is Africa backward? Why is China taking over Africa? Because our leadership, we say Europe is a lie, refuse to pursue science and technology. When we pursue science and technology, look at the vaccines and so on they are bringing. Apart from South Africa, no African country has been able to produce any vaccine for themselves. We are now importing vaccine from India. We are importing vaccine from India. No African country, apart from South Africa, that is struggling. That shows that there is a leadership that does not care about the future of the country, not just the youth, about all the professors that are assembled here. Nigeria does not care about you or your contribution. As far as Nigeria is concerned, you are destitute. As far as Nigeria is concerned, you people are destitute. You people are just wasting your time in Europe and America. I was looking at the 10th universities, the 10th best university in Africa. And
okay,
I was looking at the 10 best universities in Africa, and they put University of Ibadan. If you see the University of Ibadan campus and the other university, you will cry. You will say it is this garbage garage, this garbage dump that they are putting together with other universities. A South African university have about 5 Nobel Prize winners. What are we talking? Nobel Prize in literature. That's what we are fighting for. Where are all our scientists? Because the government of Nigeria does not care. They do not provide research grant for anybody. They don't give a damn. Our public universities, nobody goes to school. People are buying certificates. People are, projects are written for people. Because I run school, so I know what is happening about school. None of my child, apart from one, is in a public university. I have 21 children. And I am training over 100 people in the university. And I don't send them to public school because Nigerian public education system is nothing. Even Great University of Ibadan, among the 10 best universities in Africa, is an insult on education in Africa. And we all know it. We all know it, that there is nothing. So our Biafra will take care of science and technology. Face science and technology first. That is our area of strength. That's where we want to go first before we think of any other thing.
Thank you. Please, if you are just coming in, don't raise up your hands anymore. I'm just taking these few people that are here. If you are coming in now and you're just raising up your hands, time is fast spent. I'm not going to call you because we have to go. We have to give our guests opportunity to rest. Mr. Chris Akingbade, you have an opportunity for one question. Please, what would that be, sir?
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Alhaji Dokubo, it's good to see you today. I've been reading about you and I've been hearing you even while I was in Warri long time ago. My question to you today is this.
Very long time.
Yes, so do you see, in your own opinion, do you see all these regions agitating for self-determination that is realizable? And in the light of that, if you say yes, how do you want to bring the de facto Biafran Republic that you have declared into light, considering the fact that you are being haunted and you are still being haunted as of today. So how do you bring this thing to reality? That is my question to you. Thank you very much.
The de facto interim customary government of the Biafran state is here. And when you say de facto, you know what de facto means. When you say customary, you know what customary means. When you say interim, you know what interim means. Now, what we have done is to organize the Biafran, pro-Biafran agitation group to all come together. I came from Niger Delta People's Salvation Front and joined the Biafran National.
Okay. Don't go again, no. We are almost finished. Let this thing allow us few more minutes, 5 minutes, and we go.
Ayu.
Before also.
Okay. It don't go like he did before. We only need 5 more minutes, and hopefully Alhaji Asari Dokubo will try to come in like he did before. I see admit all. While I'm waiting for him to try and come back in, when he comes back, I will only take Olushola Agunloye, Peter Omonua, Logo Ade, and Sam Adebayo, and somebody else raising up hand because time is gone. Okay, where we are waiting for Comrade Mujahideen Asari Dokubo. I have the following announcement. For people who have obtained form for Yoruba class, please return your form. We are taking for the next Yoruba 101. We have the limited amount of people. The class starts on the 15th of April and is going to be first come, first serve. So even if you have the form with you and you haven't returned it, you may not have the opportunity for this class. We're going to continue having class anyway. I mean, maybe you will have opportunity for the one starting in June, but the 8 weeks that is going to be introductory is limited. So if you have obtained your form, make sure you return your form after you have filled the form and sign it. If you have not obtained your form, you still have an opportunity because it's rolling. I don't know whether Alhaji is coming back. Okay, he's here. Alhaji, you are here. I can see you.
Yes.
Okay. So you answered that question. Can I just call the few people that are left, or you are still talking, sir?
No. Yes. What I'm trying to say is that he said, how are we going to get Biafra in all the groups that are collaborating now? It is sincerity. Are we sincere? most of us that are involved, we ask ourselves, are we sincere? We are romancing with Nigeria? Where are we ready to let go this Nigeria that we are romancing with? Because this Nigeria portends nothing for us. There's nothing in Nigeria for you and me. Let me tell you, people say I am arrogant when I answer people. Like when Governor Wike was talking, he said, Alaji gets a lot of contract from federal government. When he abused them, they give him contract. I am entitled to have contract from the oil from my head. I am not giving any contract. So they are surprised. Where does this fellow make his money that is always talking and fighting us? So that is a shock. When you don't know where somebody is making your money, his money, you'll be shocked and surprised. Now, let us come. If every one of us is sincere, not grandstanding and talking, because some of us have not had the problem that they have not faced imprisonment, they have not faced beating, they have not faced torture. So they can say whatever they like. We have faced torture, we have been imprisoned, and every time there is this fear of being tortured again, being imprisoned again, and so on and so forth. But it is sincerity. At 57, why should I be afraid of death? There are many people much younger than me that have died this year. So why should I be afraid of death if I die at the age of 57? My mother was not up to 57 when she died. My father was 60-something years when he died. I'm very close to my father's age. So it's based on sincerity. If Professor Jibola and others who are in the forefront, we know we are sincere. What of the people behind them? Are they also sincere in fighting this? People like Professor Jibola have seen all. They have seen the hypocrisy of the Nigerian state. They are seeing the inworkability of that the Nigerian state is not working. It can never work. There is nothing, if not, Professor Jibola, who had been foreign minister, cannot come and stand to say that this Nigeria, let us do away with it. Because he has seen that Nigeria cannot work. It has never worked. It is not like me and Tony Nadi, who have never worked for Nigeria. He had worked for Nigeria. He has seen, he has listened to these people you are talking. These people cannot repent. These people have come. Look, let me tell you, let me give you the scenario. What they want is that during the Nigerian Civil War, they fought together with Yoruba people, with other people. And when they came together, they said, no victor, no vanquish. So Yoruba people still have some share inside Nigeria. The Langtang people, the TV people, and others, the Zango Kata people who joined them have share inside Nigeria. But this time, the fight they are fighting is that they want to do total conquest. They want to do total conquest. This is not wishing. This is not sitting in your house and thinking that it is not happening. It is happening inside Kishi, Isheyin. It is in Okegun. It is happening off and on. So it is happening everywhere. It is not like doing the Biafran war. So our pretext, our wishing it away, our thinking that it is not going to happen, it will happen. You will stay in your house and they will slaughter you if we don't rise up. If all of us don't rise up, we'll be in our homes and see that we are slaughtered, or we'll be in London, in America, wherever we are, to see that our relatives have been slaughtered and we have nowhere to come back to. We have nowhere to return to. That's why every one of us must support this process. Every one of us. If at the end of the day, the Southwest, the South Biafra, the Midwest, the Middle Belt, all set together, and there is a referendum, and that we want to come together as one people, in whatever form, in whatever union, in whether a confederation or not, then we can go ahead. But we Biafrans, we have decided to follow our path. And this is our path that we are following. There is no going back.
Alagba Toba Lakram on mute. Okay. You have opportunity for one question, sir. What will that be?
Okay. Thank you very much, man. You know, since you are using English, call me elder now, so that your guests will understand. This is thank you very much, Alaji, for being here. I wouldn't say I've been following you. No, I'm not following you, but I was reading your write-up. But sometimes I find some of them to be very inciting, and I'll be like, who is this man here? So since we have you here, this is my concern. You've talked so much about Nigeria, which at a point some of us could share your thoughts. But my concern is, how come you have never translated that agitation of people in Nigeria to the people in your own area to make sure they are accountable to what they are doing? For instance, your governors, your senators, or whoever, those people that are serving in the so-called Nigeria that you hate so much. How come you have not really transferred your aggression to those people so that they will be accountable for what they are doing in your own area? Like Wike and Amechi now, they will never, they are night and darkness. So how come those things are happening within your domain and we didn't see your action? Thank you.
Okay.
Sir, I will ask you to go and read Nigerian Attorney General of Nigeria versus Alhaji Mujahid Asari. Go and read the charges that were given to me. When you read that, maybe another day, let our big sister, Shola Yusuf, invite me after you have read it. It will answer your question. Go and read the charges that were given to me. So I am giving you the case reference. Attorney General of the Federation of Nigeria versus Alhaji Mujahid Asari. You can read the charges, the judgment delivered by the Supreme Court on my bail application. Read it. You will see it. It's viral. It's everywhere. It was even recently quoted by the government in their arrest of in their refusing to grant bail to certain people. It was also quoted. Even my lawyer, who is now part of their government, Professor Scamu, quoted it. So you can go and read it. It will explain everything. So there you see what they charge me with.
Okay.
Sorry, ma. Sorry, the platform you gave me, I don't think you answered my question. So you don't send me to go and read your stuff. When you are here live,
no,
listen.
It's not. It is not my stuff. Whatever I tell you, you will not believe me. It is in white. It is in black and white. You are an academic. Go and read it. When you see the charges leveled against me by the Nigerian state at the Supreme Court of the Nigerian state, where they clearly said that I said the governors of the South of the oil producing state, including the federal government, the NDDC, are stealing the money of Ijaw people. That is the charges given to me.
Saying it is not enough.
Yes. So if I say it here, it is written in black and white. If I know that you asked this question, I would have brought it so that I will show you, so that on the screen so that you will read it. But I did not anticipate this question. So the best thing to do is to go and read it. It's there, you can just Google it. Federal Government, Attorney General of the Federation of Nigeria versus Alhaji Mujahid Dokubo Asari. It's very easy. At one punch, you will get it. You did, moderator, you did not unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Thank you. So he has, in a way, answered the question. Woli la crown. So that's why he can refer you. So he's been talking to them. That's what I can infer. He's been warning them where they did what they were not supposed to do. He's been talking about them too. So that is what I can infer from his answer. Alagba Sam Bayo.
Oh, thank you, Eshem. Thank you, man.
One question, half a minute.
That's it. Yes, one question. My bit is about, I listened to Alhaji Kwewell, and I've also listened to Nnamdi Kanu as well on many occasions. Could there be a truce between you and Kanu in terms of working together to get Biafra?
Okay.
The interest of your
there is not going to be any truce between me and Nnamdi Kanu.
Why?
Nnamdi Kanu said his Biafra state is a Jewish state. Nnamdi Kanu said in his Biafra, there will be no Muslim. I am a Muslim. Nnamdi Kanu said he's a supreme leader. And there is nothing supreme. La ilaha illallah, I'm a Muslim. It's only Allah that is supreme. There is no supreme being. So I cannot bring myself to that level. When Nnamdi Kanu was in trouble, I supported him. He mistook that for me, so thinking that I was his follower. I am not saying that I cannot follow Nnamdi Kanu if the whole Biafra chose Nnamdi Kanu as a leader and his leadership is amenable to me. But a situation where a man says that in his Biafra, I don't exist, he will kill me. I am also ready to kill him. I say it. People say Alhaji Dokubo Asari is very arrogant and ruthless. In this our killing business, there are professionals in it. Nnamdi Kanu, maybe he has not learned. He can stay in London. He can hide anywhere in Germany. But by the time it will be too hot for him to be there. Because there are people who just stay, abuse people, insult people, say all manner of things, lie all against people. Nnamdi Kanu is not in a struggle. He's not in any struggle. He's not fighting for anything. He's fighting for himself. He's recruiting people to worship him and to fight for him. Nnamdi Kanu abuses, and his followers abuse Jesus Christ. They call my Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam all sort of name. He calls him Peter Fight on his radio. And you want him to follow him when I'm a Muslim? I should follow somebody who calls my Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam a Peter Fight, who called Jesus Christ a gay? No. Nnamdi Kanu, I don't know who thinks that Nnamdi Kanu didn't do anything. He's not fighting for anything. All of us thought he was fighting for something. At the end of the day, we discovered that he was fighting for nothing. Nnamdi Kanu sent 100 men to me to train for him when he was in prison. I trained 100 men. Nnamdi Kanu sent the whole of his leadership to Cotonou. I feasted them and they held a meeting. When he came out, he praised me. He called my name. He called Fanika Ode and some other people as people who stood by him. Then all of a sudden, when he started doing this thing and we started correcting him behind the scene in the field, and we came out to disassociate, he said he gave me 20 million. Do I look like somebody looking for 20 million? I'm not somebody looking for 20 million. Look, the government of the Nigerian state knows those that threatens them. So when that idiot, Lai Mohammed, came to talk, when he came to talk, his military people, why are they not talking the way he's talking? Because they know people's capacity. They know what people can do. If we keep quiet and we are keeping quiet, waiting for others to come to our level, so that when we will do something, the whole world will know. We are waiting for people to start something. When we were doing our own, did you see us inside television everywhere with cane, with this thing and talking? Did they see us anywhere with cane? They did not see us. So for me, what I'm trying to say, the government of Nigeria know those who have the capacity to do something. They know, and that's why military people have been talking. Dokubo Asari, they want to arrest Dokubo Asari, they want to do this because they know our capacity. Nnamdi Kanu does not have that capacity. And I know he will never have that capacity because it's working for the Nigerian state.
Logo, Ade, one question. I have only 2 people more after this, and we'll wrap it up. Logo, Ade, I'm sorry, I know you've been raising up your hands for a long time. Can you ask your one question and then?
Thank you very much, moderator, for giving me the opportunity to make a contribution. And thank you, Laji Dokubo. My question to you, the premise of our discussion really borders around the security of our own people. You've identified yourself as an Ijaw man before anything else. And likewise, I think everyone on this platform, from the names that I've seen splattered across the screen, will identify themselves as Yorubas. Now, understanding the premise of insecurity in Nigeria today, understanding that the action of the government, the current government, does not speak to the fact that they are obliged to protect the citizens of the country. Now, would you advise that in the pursuit of the Odua nation or the Yoruba nation, in the pursuit of what's the word now? Determination.
Yes.
Would you suggest that the Odua nation, as it stands, should start putting in place defense mechanisms? Because, and the reason why I say this is because I personally have studied many civil wars and cases of genocides around the world. And one thing is
let's make it direct to the question so other can
one thing is common with us. There is ethnic cleansing going on in Nigeria.
So you are asking him about security. That
so my question to you then is, would you advise that the Yoruba nation should start to pursue some form of defense structure to protect its own people? And
my dear sir, this question ordinarily should not be directed at me, but I want to say that If at this time we're asking this question, then we're in trouble. Because the killers are amongst us and they are going to kill us. And they've been killing us. If you ask me, is it better for us to collaborate? Ijaws, Yorubas, Igbos, and others to collaborate. There should be a collaborative effort in bringing together our defense apparatus into a common basket. Then I will tell you, yes, that is the best way to do it. Look, these people are not looking for Igbo land. They have nothing to take from Igbo people. These people are not looking for Edo. They have nothing to take for Edo. These people are looking for Lagos. They are looking for where oil is being produced. They are looking for the coast and where the oil resources are. And that's where they are going to. So they are going to pass through the difficulty they will have. They will have to pass through Jeba to Ilorin, Ilorin to Ibadan, Ibadan to Lagos. They are going to march through Igbo land to reach Port Harcourt, to Bonny, to all the oil fields. That is where they are going to. And if we are not bringing all our strength into a common basket to fight, and we're asking questions whether we should have a defense mechanism put in place now, then already our genocide has started. Because what they will unleash on us, look at what happened. Nnamdi Kanu said these people killed 41 persons, 0, and they laughed. And the next day they were in Enugu, they killed people. The next day, before they were in Ebonyi, the next day they were in Enugu, they killed people. We have not gone to Kano, we have not gone to Kaduna, we have not gone to Jigawa, we have not gone to Sokoto, we have not gone to Zamfara. They are the ones coming to kill us. And we are still asking this question, my brother, that are we to defend ourselves? I don't know when we are to defend ourselves, but me, I'm defending myself. I'm defending my community. I'm not King Kong. I cannot defend everywhere. I'm not omnipotent. I cannot be everywhere. It is when we have collated our resources together and put them in a common basket that we can achieve this enemy that had come all over West Africa and beyond where Fulani people are. They have all congregated there to finish us once and for all.
Thank you, sir. Peter Omanua, one question. I know that you have raised your hand for quite a long time. I'm sorry, we have to do it one by one. Please ask one question.
Okay, Elijah Asari, good afternoon. Thank you for coming on this program. So I'll make my question very small, fast. If you recall, some few years ago, a Pastor Bosun Emmanuel, at the runoff to the 2015 election, there was a Pastor Bosun Emmanuel that did a video about the plan to Islamize southern Nigeria, and he made reference to the fact that it's a test case of some people were selected to go and train in Saudi, and he mentioned your name specifically as one of the test case. And your friend, Magnus Oraka, I'm sure you've seen Magnus' video that he made a few weeks ago. He also said, hey, he's reaching out to you to find out if the allegation that you are one of those that have been selected to Islamize southern Nigeria and that test case. So my question then is, what do you have to say to those who say, you know what, Asari is not exactly fighting for Biafra. He's actually an agent of this government because he's one of those that have been selected from the South to help to spread their agenda. What do you have to say to them?
I am a Muslim and my agenda is to Islamize. As a Christian, your agenda is to Christianize.
Ooh. I hope this thing won't go again.
Through evangelism. I am not the right to call people to Jesus Christ to become Christian. But I, as a Muslim, you are a Yoruba man, you have the right to call people to Jesus Christ or whatever Kanka or whatever religion you believe in. But you want to debar me, a Muslim, from calling people to my faith, to my religion. I don't know where you stay, in the United States of America. Can you tell a Muslim in the United States of America that he has been bought by Saudi Arabia to spread Islam in the United States of America? Can you say that? Or if you are living in the UK or in Canada, can you say that? And reasonable people will listen to you. There is freedom of religion written. It's an inalienable right that me, one poor urchin who does not have pedigree, comes to say they took me to Saudi Arabia. I never schooled in Saudi Arabia. Nobody took me to Saudi Arabia. Those who know me in the Muslim world know that I am closest to Libya and Iran. So they don't know people, they just come to lie. Is this how followers of Christ, are they liars? Somebody just say, pick a lie and come out. The whole world is listening to me. It is my duty as a Muslim who have taken the kalima la ilaha illallah to spread Islam everywhere. I am surprised that a Yoruba man is asking this question. You don't have your relation. Shola, is she not a Muslim?
Mm-hmm.
Are you fighting Shola? So if you are not fighting Shola, who is a Yoruba Muslim, somebody now told you that an Ijaw Muslim is an agent. Is Shola an agent?
Yeah.
Is Gadifa or me, who was a Muslim, was he an agent? Are you more in the struggle for self-determination in Yoruba land than Gadifa or me when he was alive? Is Adelabu not a Muslim? Is MKO Abiola not a Muslim? In Yoruba land, I am surprised that a Yoruba man can make this accusation and ask this most stupid question. Is MKO Abiola not a Muslim? Was he an agent of the caliphate? Is Professor Noibi not a Muslim? Is it an agent of the caliphate? Is the Oba of Lagos not a Muslim? Is it an agent of the caliphate? Is Alaafin of Oyo not a Muslim? Is he an agent of the caliphate? Is the Oba of Ijebu Ode not a Muslim? Is he an agent of the caliphate? Is Ganiu Adams not from a Muslim background? They are right on that Kankafo. Is he an agent of the caliphate? If Yoruba Muslims who pray with you, who are your cousins, your brothers and sisters, are not agents of the caliphate, and Ijaw Muslim and Amakri, one of the leading family in Ijaw land, you have the temerity to call me an agent. Of who? Of one bandit, Osman Dafodio. You insult people. You don't insult people like that. It is wrong to insult people. No, Shola, wait. Let's clear this point. Are you better than me? Are you richer than me? That you look at me and I'm an agent of who? Are you an agent of America? Are you an agent of the Vatican there? This is what we call hypocrisy and double standard. You look at my face to ask me that sort of stupid question. I am a Muslim. My agenda is to spread Islam. And I will spread Islam. but I will slap Islam under the Quran and the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the giving us. And they are spreading Islam in Yoruba land without killing anybody. If Yoruba Islam and Yoruba Christianity can be beautiful, why don't you apply that to Ijaw Christianity and Ijaw Islam?
Thank you, Alhaji Mujahideen. I am glad that you clarified that. I am very glad to give you the opportunity to clarify that. And I'm indeed very happy to clarify that. It is high time that we try to separate issues, seriously. We need to separate issues, and this is going to be in the way of our freedom and our progress if we don't learn to separate issues. I mean, we've heard what Alhaji has been saying about these Fulani people and their type of Islam. So I'm not going to take any question on that note again because there's no reason for it. I'm going to take the last question, and that is Olushoga Agunloye. If it is about religion, please don't ask it because I'm going to stop you. Yes.
Yeah, thank you, moderator. Alhaji Asari, thank you for coming on this program. It's been very interesting so far. But
go straight to your question, please.
And when you started, you said you're a citizen of Biafra. The last time I checked, there is no country called Biafra. Now, let's go beyond that. Your people in the South, they've been suffering for a long time. Karowiwa died for the cause of your people.
What is the question? Let's go to the question.
I'm heading to that question. Now, you are fighting in an attempt to appease your people. NDDC was created that gets almost about 80 billion.
Okay, Mr. Agunloye.
Let me finish.
I really don't.
Let him finish, please. Let him finish. Please, it's better it's finished.
Okay, so to appease your people, they're still getting that $80 billion naira every year. And you have Jonathan for 6 years. Nothing came out of this. So this is your cause. How are you going to convince us that this your cause is still a viable cause when you still have this your people?
I don't need to convince you because you are insulting me. You don't need to convince you that you took my oil and give me 80 billion. What sort of stupid question is that?
NDDC.
NDDC. The oil is in their oil. The oil that is in their oil. You think we're not killing you? You are working with the caliphate to steal our oil. You are talking rubbish here that they gave us. Who has the power to take what belongs to us and give us what they want? How does Nigeria claim for the oil? Why would you ask that sort of stupid question? Was Obasanjo not there? Was Obasanjo not there twice? What did Obasanjo do for you? Are you agitating for one nation? You think you see people and how many years did Obasanjo stay there? So Obasanjo was good to stay there many years and steal all the money that he stole. But because Goodluck stayed 5 years plus, you come to us of what Goodluck was there, they gave us NDDC. Maybe you people think that we're fools. You have been collaborating with them. Now they're in your forest killing you. And you are still collaborating with them, thinking that they will save you. It's an insult to ask that sort of question that somebody gave me. What belonged to me, took my own and gave me 80 billion. 80 billion as what? Have I served in NDDC before? Has anybody appointed me as a member of the NDDC board before? You are talking of 5 years plus of Jonathan. The time Jonathan got state. The time Awolowo was Minister for Finance. The time Lagos was capital of Nigeria. What did he do with it? Why are you talking of Odua nation now?
Okay. Thank you, Alhaji Mujahideen Asari Dokubo. I really appreciate everything that you have put forth for us to understand what is going on. There are a lot going on, and I'm really very grateful that you took the opportunity to explain in detail. We do understand, we know what is going on. And sometimes pressure or the fear of the unknown make people ask same questions all over again. The time now is 6:12, which means it's past midnight in Nigeria. I'm really very grateful, Alhaji Asari Dokubo, on behalf of the whole of Yoruba Gode team. And I know we are going to call you again because we want to hear more. We want to know how everything is progressing. We want to know what is going on. I'm very grateful for what you do, for what you believe in, and your hope and aspiration to get all of us to the land of freedom. Because if the whole Nigeria is hexagon, like I said in my promo, if one is able to bolt out, definitely others will follow. And we know freedom for one means freedom for all. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for what you do. We will be back again. And I thank you, and I hope you will continue in the fight and struggle for the just. Thank you so much. And Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, okay, folks on Yoruba Gode, I thank you for your patience. Those of you that for some reason I couldn't get to, well, it was getting to where I was supposed to stop. And even though I still had 3 people, I knew it was time to stop. You know also that last week, it was something sort of a mob. So that was where we were supposed to stop. So those of you 2 or 3 people that I couldn't call, you are going to be called next week when we have another guest. I'm going to make sure that we do that. The thing is, we started exactly 2 o'clock and we were doing other things. Comrade Alhaji Mujahideen Dokubo joined us from 2:30 something. He has spent almost 4 hours with us. That is half of a day if you go to work and you put in 8 hours. I'm taking this opportunity to thank our recent donors, architect Adegboyega Adeneka Brother, for his financial support so we can keep going on Yoruba Gode. I'm taking this opportunity to call well-wishers, people who want us to develop, people who want us to grow in Yoruba Gode, because we can grow more than this. We can take Yoruba Gode to the people back home. Even the people at the market, they can hear us. Now we can make it happen. Thank you for your donation, and please help us so we can continue to do this for you and for Yoruba Nation. I'm also taking this opportunity to call people who want to promote their business. We do have a lot of followers on YouTube, on Yoruba Gode Radio, and on Zoom. Please bring your stuff, bring your advertisement, your meeting notice, bring them so we can announce them on Yoruba Gode. your ceremonies, your wish for birthdays and great things. It's just chicken change. We'll be able to do that for you. Also, very, very importantly, Yoruba school. Yoruba Bode school is going. Those of you who have obtained the form from us, it is time to return the form because the space is limited, especially for the beginning Yoruba that we call Yoruba 101. About 15 students have just graduated from the basic Yoruba, and you won't believe what they have learned within 7 to 8 weeks. Please submit your form. It's very, very important that your children know your language. Your children must be able to speak your language. Language is an essential part of our culture, and your culture is you. If you lose your language, you lose your culture. If you lose your culture, you lose yourself. Please register your wife who doesn't speak Yoruba, your husband who doesn't speak Yoruba, or your children who are yet to be speaking this noble language. Next week, by the grace of Almighty God, we meet here again. And we are expecting His Royal Majesty, the Akala of Ikaram in Akoko in Ondo State. I think that is Ondo State, right? So we are expecting him to be our guest under the segment of Tobalashe. We're going to learn about these noble people in Ikaram. We're going to learn their culture, their do's and don'ts, their businesses, and also how they affect the other Yoruba people in the other parts of the country. Please let us join together to welcome His Royal Majesty Commodore Olawoyin Muhammadu, the Akala of Ikaram in Akoko. It's been sponsored. On Saturday, we are going to announce everything and you're going to be able to meet the king. Also, due to time constraint, we didn't have the opportunity to pay the tribute to our late brother, Mr. Yinka Odumakin, who is the spokesman of Afenifere. By the grace of God, we will have opportunity to do that. We even have more time. Next week, we'll be able to call people who know him very well, because it's still fresh. It happened yesterday. So by the grace of God, we will do that next week. I'm going to be calling on my able presenters who have done a great job to make this happen, to be saying their bye-byes. Omo Bade Yinka Sanda, Omo Baba Yaji, say your bye-bye.
Yeah, I am very grateful that we were able to host Mujahid Dokubo, a very busy man who spared about 4 hours of his time addressing issues. And we just need to collaborate at this time as collective people so that we can advance our ideas and make good sense out of it. I also want to thank everybody that's participated in this program today. And I want to enjoy us to join us next week. This program is growing in momentum and it's bringing forth ideas and starting discussions. So please join us and continue to support us as we self-determine ourselves. Thank you.
Thank you. Abolaji Ayobami, you have the microphone.
Thank you very much, Olootu. I'm sorry the video is not working right now, but I hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, we thank everybody that have participated in today's event, another memorable one. I will bless everybody. Thank our host, Alhaji Dokubo Asari, the wise man and woman that is on this show, and all the wonderful supporters of this Yoruba Bode every weekend. We're using the opportunity to wish you all the best of the Easter period and the weekend. And we ask you to come again next week to come and enjoy another wonderful edition at the Toba Lashe edition next week. And we also use this opportunity to extend a warm and a condolence to the family of our late brother, Yinka Odumake, especially his lovely wife, Dr. Joe Odumake. We wish him the repose of his soul, and may God let his soul rest in perfect peace. And the rest of us that remain, we should continue the struggle. We cannot stop. We carry it from where he is until when we achieved the plan, destination that God is taking us to. God be with everybody. Thank you very much. Come again. We love you and we'll not stop loving you. Thank you, Olootu.
Thank you, thank you. I'm taking this opportunity to thank everybody here that made Yoruba Bode, this English edition for today, to be possible. I'm very, very grateful to my Amoye Meta, Yeye Professor Omofolabo Ajayi Soyinka. Thank you, ma. We will continue to grow with you. Thank you. And Baba Ayiloge, Baba Banji Ayiloge, thank you so much for your wisdom and for your contribution. And Baba Adeboye, Baba Adeboye, where are you? Okay. Then we'll be speaking Yoruba Gbongan next week. So by the grace of God, next week, we are going to speak Yoruba we are going to welcome the king under the umbrella of the segment Toba Lashe. We will also have the opportunity to talk to people and make tributes to late Yinka Odumake. Also, next week, by the grace of God, we want to see where things are in Igagan, another part of Ibarapa. So until next week, when we meet, on behalf of the team here, especially my young engineer, Ayoteju Adekunbi Yusuf, and the owner of the money on my head, Olatunji Aiwinilomo. By the way, my husband was exactly 70 years last Saturday, and I thank people who were able to make it to the surprise Zoom meeting. Thank you so much. We're getting younger. We are building up, and by the grace of God, we'll be together. Oh, Duagbe, wow. Thank you very much. Adele body for everybody.
Odùduwà ò fọ́tẹ̀ túnṣe nìyẹn kò sóṣì kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀ ọmọ onílẹ̀ fẹ́ ló lẹ́ o. Odùduwà.